Radio Free Skaro!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Radio Free Skaro, episode number 865. I am Stephen in Edmonton.
Warren in Vancouver.
Chris in Edmonton.
Kat in Edmonton.
And Erika in Edmonton.
Wow, what a motley crew we've gathered today for this the official. This isn't one of those unofficial celebrations. The official 16th anniversary Radio Free Skaro spectacular, where we're joined by Erika and Kat.
Happy anniversary, guys. Happy either wax anniversary traditionally, or the modern gift is silver hollowware.
Thank you.
Let's go with the wax.
You had to think about...
We've had 4 people before. Have we had 5?
Oh, God, we've had...
Not counting panels around a table at Galley.
Not counting panels around a table at Galley.
Because even at like Galley or Expos or whatever and stuff, I know we've had... Well, 4 of us at least at times, plus normal stuff. But have we had 5? I can't remember.
I want to say at, what was it? Was it Worldcon? Or Jason and you and Dan Morin and
Steven's
Helene,
pointing at me.
And Helene Wecker was on there.
Helene
Wecker.
That does sound familiar.
Do we have any super fans out there? Please, we need your tabulation skills because there's 865 of these things and I've forgotten.
I thought we already married the super fans.
That's right, we did.
Also, which Worldcon was this?
With her commentary spreadsheets.
Was I on that? I don't remember that.
Yeah. I don't know if you were or not. No, not the one in San Jose. Oh, it's all a blur. Listen, folks, this is why we can't do anniversary panels anniversary episodes because we would, let's remember back at the time we did this and thinking,
well, instead of the 5 doctors, we have the 5 Doctor Who podcasters.
There we go.
There we go.
I do remember. I was helping with costume stuff. That's why I wasn't on it. There we go.
In San Jose, you mean?
In San Jose, yes. We were winning costume contests, me and Meta and Brian.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember. You weren't in San Jose. What are you talking about? You weren't in San Jose, Warren, were you? No, you weren't.
Yes, I was. I stayed at their place. So, yes, I was in San Jose.
Yes, you were.
I was there a week before you were.
Oh, just everything's a blur.
Everything's based on the podcast panel, and if you're not there,
exactly.
It doesn't count apparently for Stephen's brain.
It's like one of those Kremlin pictures where they just take the Minister of the Interior and they just brush him out.
Well, I know that when I thanked, during my acceptance speech for the Hugo that we won that year, and I remember giving a shout out to RFS, and I don't, for some reason, I just remembered that neither of you or Chris were in the building. But now, as I recall,
I've talked to you after you did that.
Now,
you pulled
it's coming back to me now, Warren. There was the losers party, and he held the Hugo. We went there, and there was giant robots and George R.R. Martin, and then we and then
funny
it was
hats.
Funny hats.
What are you doing? What are you doing going to Martin's losers party if you won?
Because
you can't go. You just have to wait. That's the whole.
You have to wear a hat.
Yeah, I don't even think they had the official. I think the official gala had been canceled at that point because they realized that there's the official awards banquet. And
which nobody goes to.
That's for the 18 people who won. And there's 18 people standing around in an empty room go, well, everyone else is at the losers party, so we'll let you go, but you have to wear a silly hat. And so I wore a silly hat. And was booed, I think, at the...
and you get booed.
That's the whole point, yeah.
Yeah. And it's an honor.
Which party has more introverts?
All of it?
All of it. Gallifrey won. No. Well, we were all kind of that way. We were kind of introverts back then. Gallifrey won. We had name tags and stuff like that, so that people would talk to us.
Back in the day, yes.
Yeah,
we're Canadians, so we're genetically introverted. That makes no sense, and it's probably offensive on several levels, but oh well.
Yeah. Well, you're all bearing the brunt of our introvert nature because it's easier to talk into microphones than it is to talk to people. So that's why we've been doing this for 865 episodes, 16 years as of August 15th. 2006 was the first broadcast. An episode that no longer exists. Only telesnaps exist of that first episode. that Warren and I did way back when.
Telesnaps of the waveforms, not even actual.
Don't listen, it's terrible.
Those are dodgy episodes.
They're very dodgy. Audio-wise, I think several Macs ago, it sounds like an aircraft carrier. It's not good.
Kat, I know Erika went through a bit of a pilgrim. Kat, have you actually listened to like the early episode, like especially like pre-Chris? Have you actually listened to those episodes at all? Please tell me you didn't.
I have. I've listened to them all, even the very first one.
Wow.
See, Kat's better completionism than you are, frankly, Stephen. What you saying?
That's true.
Something?
Well, because Kat, you had like the spreadsheet thing going for. I don't know, maybe you still do. I don't know. I haven't checked in. I know you had like the Mark Shepard spreadsheet going there for a while, and other spreadsheets. And I hope you didn't have one for Radio Free Skaro. You did have one, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I just had like Apple Podcasts or whatever. I let them do the work for me.
You've learned.
Working smarter.
You've learned that they do that for you. Yeah. Well, thank you both for joining us on this special occasion. I think you joined us for the 10th. We did a panel of.
Now you're trying to remember things again.
We did. We did 4 separate things for our 10th anniversary because we thought that was a big deal, thinking that we would probably somehow expire in the next year or so. And here we are 6 years after that. And we had like 4 panels. We had with Chip. We had one with Ken of Podshock. We had one with the Verities, and then another panel with someone else, and I don't remember who that was even. So
sorry to you, other podcasters.
Man,
like, you don't remember the fellow podcaster you thanked on stage. So I don't hold up much hope for anything else.
I know. But you know what I can remember? That Doctor Who is airing in 2 months' time, and no one knows anything about it. It's great. It's so great being a Doctor Who podcaster right now.
So because I have no useful memory of anything anymore.
Do you have any? What's your memory, Chris?
Episode number 542, happenings 10 years time ago.
That was our 10th anniversary.
With Ken from Podshock,
right?
Deb, Kat, Erika from Verity.
Gotcha.
Chip, Simon, John, and Neil from
Tachyon TV. Oh, I miss Tachyon TV, boys. We first encountered them when the universe was less than half its present size.
So please attend carefully.
Yeah.
And that was the week that Kenny Baker died.
Oh.
Apparently.
Bringing it down. The Chris Burgess story.
Yeah.
Way down.
One thing that we usually talk about current events and stuff, which Verity doesn't get to do that often. So I hope you enjoy being here for this news list of the news and events of the world.
It's a stretch, but I'll manage.
Because you record some episodes like 3 or 4 weeks in advance,
or more,
even like the emergency extras or something like that. But Doctor Who, which is exclusive Radio Times, you can quote us on this. October 16th is when it's airing, based on trusted sources. So we're like literally 2 months as of Tuesday, August 16th. My dad's birthday, Madonna's birthday, my friend Landon's birthday, and the anniversary of the death of Elvis Presley will be officially 2 months until the next episode of Doctor Who airs. And we still have to call it the BBC Centenary Special. And after months of this, I still don't know how to spell centenary, and it always flags it. So
one too many or one too few ends.
Yeah, I know.
There have been rumors of titles, but I don't know what to believe. So I'm not going to say any of them here.
All the companions at once. That's what I'm just starting a rumor right now.
Companions at once, or I think the BBC is just calling just ended already.
Centenary. They're calling it Centenary Special. Yeah. That's just what comes up. And
not even that might be the name. Yeah. That'd be hilarious.
Just a typewriter, just a piece of paper that says Centenary Special.
Like Stephen J. Cannell kind of.
Yeah, basically.
A little bit. So yeah, bit frustrating not knowing anything. Basically, all that we know about what's coming in the Centenary Special, Jodie Whittaker's last special, as produced by Chris Chibnall, is stuff that Russell T Davies has slipped into conversation when he's saying that he shouldn't be talking about Doctor Who until the current era ends.
Well,
so
we have the trailer.
Well, at least he's enthused about it. There's
but
something,
it was
isn't
a
it?
next time trailer.
We have a next time trailer. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous.
I mean, if you're trying to stay spoiler free, they're making it easy for you.
That's true.
Yeah, they really are.
Chibnall's going out as he came in, thinking nobody mentioned anything. I almost did once, but I think I got away with it.
I feel like this era is going to be known as like the golden era for Doctor Who spoiler phobes. Like, you don't have to worry about being spoiled about anything at all. because
The
nobody
Doctor Who
knows
cone of silence.
anything.
Yeah.
The
At
only
all.
thing I know about the Centenarian Special is I'll be recording my reaction to it in a hotel room. That's all
That's
I
true.
know.
You'll be in Ottawa, our nation's capital,
indeed,
Warren.
yes.
Yeah.
For-
So
For CanCon.
Say hi to
Literary
the trucker
sci-fi
convoy.
convention.
yeah,
I won't. I may flip them the bird if they're there.
Yeah. So we don't know anything about that, but boy, thank the Time Lords. I don't know where I went with that. That we have actual news about the Doctor Who era that happens after the time after Jodie Whittaker. The Hollywood Reporter reporting an exclusive that Ncuti Gatwa will start filming his first Doctor Who season in November. November.
Well.
Yeah. Which unsurprisingly leans toward his first actual story her series going out in 2024. We'll be in the midst of American primary elections by the time
Oh, great.
Ncuti Gatwa.
Which means I will need some Doctor Who.
Right?
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. So
Yeah, and he's fitting it in around sex education scheduling. So like this is so many actors have talked about how exhausting it is to shoot Doctor Who, and I'm like, thank goodness they cast such a young and energetic person. I
was
Uh,
feel
gonna
like
say the
at this
exact same
point,
thing. Like,
I mean, there are
he's gonna
definitely
look
older
60
people
by the
who
end of
are
this.
energetic, but boy, like Doctor Who is such a drain emotionally and physically. I'm sure in a good way, but good stress is still stress on the body.
Yep.
So yeah, after I haven't watched Sex Education yet, so I don't know if
Nor have
that
I.
is as
how
intense.
is Capaldi not dead?
But doing anything for that long and then doing Doctor Who on top of it, like,
Well,
good luck.
I thought Sex Education started filming in like September or something, but this article says it's filming now. So that's and they've only done 8 episodes for the first 3
What?
series. So if they're
And
doing
he's
8
not the
again,
lead
then
on that
it's-
show.
he's
Like,
not the
there's not,
lead.
like-
It's an ensemble
No, he's
thing.
Right.
he's second.
Yeah.
But the amount of energy he puts in, he might as well be.
Haha.
His character is very high energy.
Well, just wait, because he did the Barbie movie right before that,
Mhm.
and then he's done Sex Ed, and then this is. I hope he doesn't fall into the trap that he did with Matt Smith, and that Matt Smith started shooting Doctor Who, and then he did all these like, oh wow, he's really good at speeches, and he speaks them really quickly. So now we have to write more dialogue because otherwise our episodes are 10 minutes short, and so they just kept giving Matt Smith massive speeches in episodes, and so he gets frustrated when he's recording Nightmare in Silver. So don't kill Ncuti Gatwa, Doctor Who.
That's quite a roundabout way to get to that point, but okay.
Yeah, like don't kill him. Like he's young. Let's keep him young. You know, like you look at Matt Smith now. He's just like, oh man, I went through it. 3 years isn't. This is why Doctor Who actors only last for 3 years because they have so
They
many
burn out.
damn speeches. So
Tom Baker, still alive at 80, whatever. Like, he went for 7 years back then. So that man's got the constitution of 3 horses. Also, he was 90% cigarettes and alcohol at the time. So
I know.
True.
What a titan. The tvzone.co.uk, I don't know their website, but the Radio Times is quoting TV Zone as saying, so take this with some grains of salt, but apparently there are talks that Russell T Davies is going to be bringing Doctor Who Christmas specials back coming in 2023.
Honestly, I would have been surprised if he hadn't. Like, it just
Yeah,
seems like
same
such an
here.
RTD thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
No,
I just like the idea of in talks being like 2 separate sets of diplomats talking about Doctor Who with little flags from each era on the table.
like the United
Only
Nations.
RTD could go to China.
Exactly.
Yeah. What just thinking off the top of my head, I mean, there would be one for the 60th anniversary, and then maybe there would be a Christmas special, and maybe there'd be a New Year's Day special.
Wow.
We had that in 2013. Well, the first 2 anyway.
More or less, yeah. That'd be
I mean, it seems to me like, Stephen, you mentioned RTD, letting pieces of information about the last Chris Chibnall episode slip while he's talking about, like, he very clearly gets media. He gets television. He gets the news cycle. He understands how the landscape of television works. Even, now it's way different, as you guys keep talking about, like now as it was from when he took over, in the first place. He's adapted with the times. And I think he recognizes what a big deal the Christmas special is, not necessarily from like it needs to be Christmassy and holiday related, but the fact that so many people, especially in the UK, are expecting special episodes of things on Christmas. Like that is just a thing. And we as Doctor Who fans over in North America and probably in other countries as well have had come to expect that from Doctor Who, because it was just a thing that kept happening. And when it wasn't happening that way, it really like I thought I didn't care about the Christmas specials until they were gone.
Right. I know. I mean, for us, it's a special thing to like have to panic around when we're going to watch this episode and then to have Christmas dinner and then record a podcast immediately after it. I miss that kind of like.
Yeah,
I don't actually. I'm fine with that part of it not being a problem.
I mean, I don't miss the panic, but I do sort of miss it being part of my Christmas Day tradition.
Right.
Yeah. Whereas at first I was like, sweet, it's going to be a New Year's Day special, not a Christmas special. Yay, hooray. I was celebrating at the time, and I've definitely changed my tune on that. So I think like the other things that RTD will potentially do, put out trailers, talk about his upcoming episodes, promote the show. I think that bringing back Christmas specials is just another sort of feather in the cap of putting Doctor Who back in front of the eyeballs of the general viewing public, in addition to the hardcore Doctor Who fans.
Yeah.
Also, and maybe this is a metaphor for the Chibnall versus RTD2 eras, when you're watching on Christmas Day, you are getting drunk. When you're watching on New Year's Day, you have already been drunk and you were hungover.
Yeah.
That is an important factor.
New Year's Day is not quite the, like, it was still like trailing like Country File or some nonsense like that on BBC One.
How dare you call Country File nonsense?
It was just your standard show. It just didn't feel like a thing. I don't know.
It's no farm crime, I'll tell you that.
No. Kat, were you missing the Doctor Who Christmas specials at all? Were you liking it on New Year's Day?
I was staying quiet because I like it on New Year's Day.
Don't stay quiet.
The contrarian has
don't stay quiet.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't really like. We don't really do anything for Christmas, and we don't really do anything for New Year's. But I liked having something on New Year's that was special because I don't do really anything for New Year's Eve. So I wasn't hungover. I looked forward to actually having something to watch. And if it's on Christmas Day, it's going to be Christmassy and it's going to be mildly undertones of religious. And I don't need that nonsense in Doctor Who.
True.
I would like both. And also, I would like it to be as little, like, I like the Christmassy ones that it's just like, it's happening around Christmas.
Yeah.
Just, I don't need
Santa.
I don't need like a Christmas tree being the bad guy.
So you want both Christmas Day and New Year's Day like end of time?
Oh, dear.
I'm sorry. Did you say something, Chris? You cut out for a second. I missed
That is a
it.
monkey paw request right there.
Also, just on a personal note, I also, in recent years, have not gotten hungover on New Year's Eve. I basically go to bed at 10 to end that damn year early. I'm like, okay, 2022, I've had about enough of you.
Right.
Let's get on to this next terrible year.
Yeah, last few especially, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Stephen and I, our last New Year's Eve excitement was taking our characters in Grand Theft Auto 5 online to the casino club and having our characters dance.
We had a great
the
time.
night away.
Nice.
It was
great
there was
time.
some actual real life DJ spinning in the club, and it was really good.
It was good, yeah. So take
What
that.
did we do? We watched. I know we bought like booze. Did we watch Star Wars or something? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think we watched a lot of Star Wars.
See, no one remembers what they do New Year's Day.
Yeah, I went to bed early. I don't remember what the hell
Or
I
Eve.
did.
Yeah. Doctor Who coming back Christmas Day. I for one welcome it. That's what I do.
Yeah,
of course,
sure,
once
I'm
Christmas
down.
Day hits, I'm sure we'll be complaining again.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and we're talking about the North American aspect. I've talked to people in the UK thinking, boy, when they took Doctor Who away from Christmas, it just felt like it kind of left the pub. I mean, it kind of left the public eye a lot recently. And let's face it, we'll do a big hash of the Chris Chibnall era later on this year once it's officially over. Once we have a title for the damn last episode,
Postmortem?
a postmortem. But yeah, the lack of Christmas specials, I think, is a symptom and also emblematic of just how Doctor Who is kind of dipped in the public eye a little bit. And yeah, it would be nice. You know what? It's kind of like. We joked about before recording. I mentioned outdoor games in the NHL and stuff, and how they used to be special, and then they did put 5 in a row. But if we stopped doing the Winter Classic, which happens on New Year's Day every year, we're thinking, oh, remember that Winter Classic, the outdoor game they played a game and everybody watched it. even people who weren't necessarily hockey fans, but it became like a centerpiece thing for people to watch. And that was kind of the case with Doctor Who for many, many years. And they thought, you know what, let's take away that showcase and just not have that anymore. And it just seems like a silly idea in retrospect.
That original Winter Classic also had the alumni game.
Oh, you're talking about the 2002 one and 3 one in Edmonton.
Like the very, very first one, yeah.
I have completely checked out, just in case
I know, yeah, we've gone to the hockey bit
I still remember, like, Mark Messier, I think, was still playing for the Rangers at the time and had like special dispensation to play for the Oilers alumni.
Yeah. Well done, yeah.
Wow, hockey facts.
Hockey facts coming.
Radio Free Skaro?
I know. The
Kat,
Canadian...
are you my ally in disinterest here?
Oh,
Please tell me you are.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Moving on then. Moving on. Let's move on to let's talk about there's a thing. It was the Doctor Who magazine had a thing about guest stars, a special issue that came out. I downloaded it and very quickly skimmed through it to make sure that it had fully downloaded, and then went off to work because it's been a very busy couple of weeks. But Andy Pryor has mentioned there that he's very much a proponent of casting more disabled actors. He's done a great job, I think, over the past few seasons. Yeah, the article that we've linked in the show notes at radiofreescar.com lists a bunch of actors who have been cast, and not so. I don't want to use the term blind casting, but like casting actors to regardless of what kind of actor they are to the role. I think they've done a pretty good job of that.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to disabled actors, yes, I think that has so far worked out pretty well. You have to be careful with. What's a better term? Blank casting? I'm not really sure.
Yeah,
we need better words for this that are less ableist while we're talking about casting disabled people. It can be tricky when you're trying to cast, like, say, people of color, and you put them in roles as trash men, for example, and like that sometimes it doesn't go over great on the other side of the pond where it might be fine on one side. But yeah, so far, like I feel like I was lucky enough to interview Andy Pryor on stage at Gallifrey 1 a number of years ago. And yeah, even at the time, he talked about how important it was to him to cast a diverse range of people to play roles on Doctor Who. So I do hope that as he goes forward and continues to try to do this more, that they also take into account the roles that they have cast these people in sort of after the fact, and make any necessary adjustments to the script so that they aren't, stepping in it in terms of, accidentally doing something that makes them look real bad.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that's throughout especially all the actors mentioned in the article and the link in the show notes, I mean, they happen to have whatever going on, but they're still very well cast. They still play the role to a T, and you often don't care or sometimes even notice that they're disabled. And that's the way it should be. I mean, he's not casting it to check boxes.
Yes, no. And not like even though I did like Russell T Davis's when somebody said something about casting to check boxes, and he was like, yes, check those boxes, which I do appreciate. But in this case, yeah, it's just casting somebody who is a good actor and giving a chance to somebody who in many cases would not get that chance simply because of their disability, and then not making it a very special episode of Doctor Who, just like this is a person getting on with their jobs.
Yeah, I think you sort of like, I remember when Stephen Moffat was casting for Bill, and he expressly said, she's a black companion. We're only casting, looking at black actors for this. Like, so he didn't say, oh, let's, that's kind of what Russell T Davies was sort of thinking with the new Doctor. Because he said on that seminar, the Zoom thing a few weeks ago that I watched, where he talked, it was actually about the Triple C thing, about the disability casting. And he was sort of like, oh, we'll just find who are the best actors. But it was Andy Pryor who actually said, no, we need to cast a black actor for Doctor Who. It's important and stuff. In that same Zoom chat, he also very heavily implied that Ruth Madeley was going to be in Doctor Who, because she was in Cardiff at that time. Ruth Madeley is currently in Big Finish, but she was also in Years and Years. Was it? Is that the show? I keep getting the Years and Years and It's a Sin, two Russell T Davies shows that I have yet to see. That she's going to be in it, and she's also mentioned in this article too. So don't be surprised to see her turn up in Doctor Who. But Yeah.
And rumors of a wheelchair accessible TARDIS interior.
Yeah,
That's super cool.
It is super cool.
So excited. Even if they don't end up with a companion in a wheelchair or a guest star in a wheelchair, although I hope they do, even if they don't, I still think a wheelchair accessible TARDIS interior would be freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Like I just
Which
think
means
that's a
it'll be a
great
spiral
idea.
design of some sort, so they can wheel through a nice slow ramp. So you'd think there would be a sort of a roundish design because of that.
Right.
Especially when you think of all the steps involved in the Capaldi and Matt Smith.
Yeah.
It looked
Or
great.
even Jodie's
but boy,
TARDIS is like a little non-accessible.
Yeah, it is a little bit now that I think about it. Oddly enough, I think the Tenet TARDIS, because it has a ramp up to the console itself from the door. That might be the only properly, and of course the classic series one, because the
Capaldi
BBC
one does
You
too.
just
Though.
did.
It just has the balcony, so you can't get to.
Yeah, that's true. So anyway, Andy Pryor has been casting director since day one on Doctor Who. So and he still continues to do a great job. So I'm glad that he is still there. Has been there through all of the time that after Russell T Davies left, and he's still there today for it. So good job, Andy Pryor. Would you believe that Gallifrey 1 is happening in February of next year? As we're recording this on the Saturday the 13th. This episode comes out on the 14th. On the 15th. The discussion panel suggestion form and TARDIS Talks submissions end. So if you have any ideas for Doctor Who panels, now is the time, folks. You've got less than 24 hours to get your ideas in once this episode
I
comes
have
out.
never submitted one. This year I was done because this last year of scheduling for Verity has been difficult. So we have ended up with some just very strange, two-hander episodes and last-minute discussions of whatever random nonsense. When I'm left in charge of a podcast, things get weird really fast. So I ended up declaring that we were doing an entire episode about hats in Doctor Who, and I was like, that would be really funny to submit
Hats.
to Gally. Yep,
I would go to that.
Doctor
You
Who.
get a hat.
No.
You could have the Doctor Who death match for hats.
Oh, see, I would love that.
Suggest that to Paul Cornell.
We'd have to bring I was thinking though it would need to be in the room with the screen so you could get screenshots of the different hats for people who aren't as familiar with all the hats of Doctor Who as some of us are. So we could really really give it its due. And I didn't actually suggest it because I was like that would be a lot of work.
Probably
So
would be.
in this Doctor Who, in this fictitious Doctor Who hat death match, who wins between Garen and Unstuff?
Unstuff doesn't really wear a hat, does he? I mean, the Graf in Decay wears a hat, and Shellac wears a hat, which technically
Prentice Hancock wins.
He's got that. No, I think the Graf in Decay, when he shows up, he's got the big thing.
I just like Prentice Hancock's hat.
I mean, obviously, it's going to be a Graham Williams era story. It's going to be a June Hudson, probably costume design story.
Probably.
Even though the same hat from Shellac does turn up on one of the Galtex in Meglos, so technically does
That's
that
true.
count? I mean,
Yeah, but they're pirates, so they've gotten their hats from all
they've
over the
plundered,
place.
Yeah,
So
they've plundered. Yeah.
I'm trying to think, speaking of, Romana, does she wear a hat outside of City of Death? Either iteration?
oh yeah, isn't there that doesn't in Stones of Blood? She's got like a cute
Shada.
hat.
She's got the
Yep.
sailor outfit where she has a hat. She
Wears
City of Death
Shada
hat.
too. Shada, she wears a hat.
Shada? Okay.
Stones of Blood, right?
Oh, you're talking?
Yeah, she's
not
got that
Stones of Blood.
newspaper
Romana.
boy hat.
Answers of Tara.
Oh yeah, she got the flat
No,
cap.
I'm not
Oh,
talking
she's
about
Jaunty
Answers of Tara.
Cap in
Yeah.
Stones of Blood. That's
I
right.
know
Yes.
my season 16. How
I
dare
know,
you,
that's
sir?
True. That's true. Sorry. If anyone else has a favorite hat, and
There's an
listens out
entire
there,
episode of Verity about it.
There
You can
is,
listen to
yeah.
it.
Or even tweet at us with
Pictures, please.
pictures, please, of your favorite hats in Doctor Who,
Yes, do it for me. Do it
Yeah.
for me, Twitters.
and then submit your form for a panel at Gallifrey 1. You only have 1 day left for Gallifrey 1. Tickets, of course, always available at Gallifrey1.com. We're going. Erika and I went last time. Warren, Chris, and Kat did not. You missed it. I don't even have to ask you that you missed it.
Try
You
to guilt
missed it.
us for missing it during a plague. That's
It was
great.
very smart.
Yeah,
made
you
it-
guys did the right thing.
Yeah.
I'm still not well after my my.
I mean, I got it anyway
post-Gala
afterwards, which
Right.
makes me go, I'm just going to hell with it. I'm just going to risk it this time.
Yep. Welcome to our lives now, where we just sort of say, well,
Rolling the dice.
assess the
We've-
risks.
We've got our hotel, we've got our tickets. I've started looking
Same.
at flights.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm not looking at flights until
I did get my
prices come
Christmas
down,
visiting my parents. I hope this happens, flight. So we'll see. We'll see
but
when the flight's at.
3 years running. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, Gallifrey 1. Very much looking forward to it. What do we got here next? We got action dollies. Warren, we got some action dollies.
Yes,
Character Options put out 4 different sets of action dollies this past week. A David Tennant set. I'm just going to briefly run through these, and then we can talk about them specifically. An Eighth Doctor set, a Planet of the Daleks set, and then a Death to the Daleks set. So the Tennant one contains 3 different Tennants. One with a coat, big coat, one in the blue suit without the coat, and then one in the Matt Smith regeneration outfit, which technically David Tennant never actually
that doesn't make any damn sense.
Never wore, because once Matt Smith had regenerated, he still had Tennant's jacket on.
Unless in the upcoming specials he regenerates back into Matt Smith's outfit.
The blurb there says it's inspired by his the comic book series, The 10th Doctor Adventures.
Oh, that's possible.
So, I don't. Okay, well, I find that dubious, but that's fine. But he's got.
I mean, I haven't read the comics to know if there's an association with the Matt Smith.
I've read some of them, but I don't remember any of this.
I don't know either. Actually,
well, I'm sure they say that's probably true, but
yeah, the suit the one in the jacket is actually from the wedding of Sarah Jane Smith. Hit the last thing that David Tennant shot on Doctor Who until, of course, this past May. Yeah, but. Which is a long time ago. That was in 2009, folks. Yeah.
Can I give my thoughts as a dedicated Dollyist?
Yeah, go for it.
I am underwhelmed. This is just kind of recycling old stuff. Having said that, I would very much like the Night of the Doctor McGann, and also the Big Finish McGann that's in there too. I already have the other McGann, but I mean, Katie Beth Schmidt, listener to this podcast, made a very good point. Where's the Whittaker Master? Where's any number of different figures? Like there are all these figures you could draw from the current era, and they've done none of that. Like, where's a Legend of the Sea Devil? The story wasn't great, but it would make a great action figure. Like, come on.
Yeah, but the story wasn't great, so who's going to buy the action figure?
Yeah, but I mean, a Sea Devil in a pirate outfit, I mean, that'd be a good dolly, man.
At the end of the day, though, I mean, what's going to sell? The Doctors are going to sell. The Daleks are going to sell.
I suppose so. And people are going to want always want more Daleks.
As much as you might like a Sash to Wand Master or a Master collection in general.
Pander to me.
Because you've got the Derek Jacobi one, right?
Yes, I do. Yes.
And is that your only Master?
No, let's see. I have Skeleton Master.
You've got Skeletal Master from
Yeah, from Deadly Assassin. I've got Skeleton Master, I've got Hoodie Sim, I've got regular Sim, I've got Missy, and I've got Delgado. I think I have 2 Delgados, actually, for some reason.
Oh, wow.
So,
wow, I didn't know that.
I'm not sure why.
Are there any Ainley ones for you to acquire?
I don't remember. Probably, but I don't think I've gotten that. I have definite holes in my collection. I don't have various figures I should.
Yeah. Well, you got to go to the dealer's room at Gallifrey 1 again, Warren, is what you got to do.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
I'm looking at this invisible Dalek.
Right.
And first of all, I think it's silly because basically any kid should just be able to say, I have an invisible Dalek and point to any space on their shelf.
Right.
Yes.
But I want to see the bottom of this to see if there's a hole, because I want to put like an LED that lights up in different colors. And this would be an amazing disco Dalek.
That would be amazing.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you could have a party.
Yeah.
Do what I do with Bookshelf Doctors and put inappropriate stuff inside it. So just shove handles inside them, just to really confuse everybody.
It looks like murky enough that you probably wouldn't be able to see what was inside there, which is the problem with that.
I think that's actually bad CSO effect paint spray. End of episode 1 Dalek, which is kind of cool, actually.
I would like to think they did that. I don't think they did.
I think there should be more like CSO fringe implied character options dollies, where you can like, oh, look at that, you could see like the little bit of fringe around them because it's on blue screen and stuff. I think that should be
that's the great thing about the Pyramids of Mars toy set, is that you get the coffin with the CSO inside it, which is kind of rad.
Yeah.
Before reading the details of this, I assumed that was the Clear Dalek from Revelation.
That's what I thought too, yeah.
Yeah, but no.
Given it's a Planet of the Daleks one, number one, why isn't there a spray paint can? And B, why isn't it partially spray painted? Because we don't see it until it's partially
just
spray
put
painted.
Wonder Woman inside this thing and really fix the problem.
There we are.
Hey, I've seen that episode.
Yeah, that was literally the last episode we watched on Lazy Doctor Who back in June. So if any Lazy Doctor Who fans out there, life's been busy. We haven't been able to record a Lazy Doctor Who episode in quite some time.
Don't worry, it's coming back eventually. Settle down.
And then there's the Death of the Daleks one, which I am pretty certain they've put out again, like in the past. Like I feel like these silver Daleks, which are one-offs for Death of the Daleks.
But did they have the machine gun attachment?
Maybe they don't have the machine gun attachment. Maybe that could be it too. Spoilers for Death of the Daleks, Erika.
Oh
we
no,
haven't got there yet.
I am spoiled.
So that might be new, but I always kind of like that look, the silver and black.
It's sharp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of sharp.
It's nice.
Stuff.
I don't know. Chris is right. This is what sells. But
yeah,
damn it, I want obscure nonsense. Come on, what am I in this hobby for?
I know. Well, that's
where are your quarks and crotons? Right?
Well, the late lamented Doctor figurine collection is what used to have those. But
they did fill in a lot of gaps.
Eagle Moss had those.
Yeah.
Actually, the Eagle Moss stuff that had a lot more esoteric stuff.
And that might be why they are no longer existing.
Yeah,
that's possible.
Sadly, yeah. Anyway, they're available from B&M in the UK from August 2012. So they'll turn up eventually, Warren. Do not do what you did with Missy and order, like, pay $80 for
that
it.
was ridiculous.
To be shipped over and then going to England and seeing it for like $5 at Forbidden Planet or something like that. Yeah.
So when we were in London the other week, we stopped by Forbidden Planet at one point. Their selection of Doctor Who stuff is so abysmal these days.
Oh,
like it's not even remotely worth it. They have a bunch of badges and very, very little else. A few T-shirts, I think I saw, but they had almost nothing for Doctor Who stuff. Where once upon a time it was maybe not mostly Doctor Who, but there was a lot of Doctor Who in the past.
I'm going to say it again. Wait till next year.
Wait till next year.
Yeah.
They're just waiting.
Maybe.
Just waiting until October 17th thinking, okay, once we get this over. And
maybe 2024.
Yeah.
even their book section for Doctor Who stuff was greatly reduced, and the DVD section for Doctor Who stuff was greatly reduced versus what I'd seen in the past. But the most dominant thing in the store these days, as happens in a lot of places, is Funko Pops.
Oh dear. The Funko hegemon is continued unabated.
Well, again, Warren, that's
you got to give the people what they want.
Yeah.
I say this, and I'm looking at an Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn Funko Pop as we speak. So who am I to talk?
Exactly. Hey, this is good news. Doctor Who MI, the documentary we talked about to Matthew Jacobs and Vanessa Ewell a few weeks ago when it was premiering in the UK, now has an UK theatrical distributor in a Kaleidoscope. That is excellent. Variety reported that news, so it's big and official and everything. So
who's in this picture?
Who's in this? That is Matthew Jacobs right there, wearing a Dalek hat, which is a good job Kaleidoscope in selecting that exact image with someone who was in the film who had made it, and he's wearing it. I'm in this film.
I noticed that the person on the right in that picture is wearing a very sweet Dungeons and Dragons t-shirt, and I was just wondering who it was.
Doctors and Daleks, yeah. So that's awesome.
Right, yes.
It aired in where was it? BritCon in Seattle. They showed it there. Jeremy Radick, a friend of the show, did a wonderful job moderating and interviewing people at that, being like basically saying, "Hey, welcome to the convention. By the way." I didn't say anything to you, Siri. By the way, you're interviewing people, and apparently did a great job. So well done, Jeremy. And
I believe it.
Yeah, and so they screened that there. I believe they want to screen the movie again at Gallifrey 1, but now people in the UK will have a chance to watch it in the theaters.
Yeah, now I need to see this because you're in it. So I think I'm legally required to watch it. That's how that works?
Yes.
That's true. Yeah.
It is quite good. Total side note, Doctors and Daleks is an actual role-playing game now based on 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons rules. It just got rolled out last week, I think.
I think I may have done that.
So you can play with D&D rules, and it's Doctor Who. And it's from the same people who make the original, quote-unquote, Cubicle 7 Dungeons and Dragons.
Don't look at me like that. I'm not doing it.
Role-playing game.
Stephen just had a look on his face. I don't like playing games in existing universes. I've had the opportunity to do Star Trek and Star Wars role playing and Doctor Who role playing, and there's something about it that just doesn't appeal to me. I'm glad other people do it, and sometimes I like to listen to it, but I don't want to do it. So,
sorry, I caused a marital rift. I'm terrible.
Not really.
No. Dungeons and Dragons caused the marital rift.
That's right.
Exactly.
It is satanic after all.
Thanks, Gary Gygax.
Satanic panic.
Yeah. Also starring Tom Baker. Hopefully he has a cameo in the new one.
Or satanic mechanic for Rocky Horror.
I hope they put Tom Baker in the new one, even just as a cameo. That would be amazing.
And
looking
Damien
confused
Wayans,
and like, don't even explain it. He just shows up as Tom
just
Baker.
Shows up in there just at the end.
I mean, let's face it, he was Tom Baker when he was playing the Elf King
he
in the other
absolutely
one.
was for the 20 seconds he was in it.
Yeah.
My one moment of joy watching that entire damn film.
Oh, God, it was so bad. I watched it twice, Warren. I watched it twice.
I saw it in the theater, and I was like, why did I do this to myself?
Yeah.
And sat there worrying for a good 6 months until Lord of the Rings came out, going, is it going to be as bad? Oh, absolutely not. I guess it won't. I guess it's a masterpiece. Never mind.
I did a podcast episode about it, specifically to...
I remember that, yeah.
And like during the podcast, I mentioned that in the middle of the movie, I needed to get up to like get a bagel, and I didn't even bother to pause it. And that's just become a thing. Like, is it a one bagel movie, a two bagel movie? How bad is it?
Wow. Well, thankfully, Doctor Who Am
not the
I?
rating system you expect.
Yeah, thankfully, Doctor Who Am I is
that's a zero bagel
movie. Watch it when it comes out in October in the UK and hopefully elsewhere. Good job on finding distribution for that one. That's it's a very good movie. So, in Doctor Who France news, Chris was very excited about this. Doctor Who Series 13, aka Doctor Who Flux, is finally airing starting August 31st on NRJ 12. In France.
Ooh.
Dr. Key, La Flux.
Le Sonia de Temp means Time Lord.
I mean, there's that Bill Bailey Dr. Key sketch.
There is that too.
Which is glorious, actually.
Yeah. The article that we're linking to is in French. So my early grade school French is slightly coming back to me a little bit as I'm looking through this. But July. Anyway, it's all in French. So if you're in France, bonjour. And
that was painful.
And hopefully you can enjoy Doctor Who Flux almost a year after it aired. Is it a year?
I just like that these guys are called Allo Cine or Hello Cinema.
Hello Cinema. I like that.
That's nice.
Yeah. It's quaint. By the way, we're bearing the lead here like 40 odd minutes into this thing. We're playing Doctor Who trivia today, which is why the big reason why Erika and Kat are along here to completely destroy Chris and Warren. Yep. I'm the game master.
No setting expectations.
No, I won't. Who knows? We'll get into it afterwards. But first, some Big Finish stuff. Big Finish Torchwood Soho, The Unbegottens coming out in October of this calendar year. That's the one that's set in the 1950s.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, Big Finish is all audio, but this publicity shot with the person in the hat and the pinstripe suit that plays right into Kat's wheelhouse.
Oh, it does. I also like that Dervla Kirwan, who is in the
Next Doctor.
Next Doctor, is playing in Norton's former boss Lisbeth Hayhoe. Amalgamation of Elizabeth Miles and, of course, Margot Hayhoe.
Cool.
Is what I'm gathering, just reading that. I mean, why wouldn't you,
Yeah, sure. Headcanon accepted.
Exactly. Since Liz writes about 50% of Big Finish output these days, she always seems to have something coming out. Also, a trio of Torchwood titles have been revealed for later on in the monthly adventures range, whatever they are. So I'm scrolling through the news list. What is it? October. I'm just literally reading this with you, folks. Torchwood SUV is coming out in October, and then November, the Lincolnshire Poacher, and then December is the Empire Man. That's all coming from Torchwood stuff.
I've not listened to any Torchwood Big Finish stuff, but the Lincolnshire Poacher is about numbers stations. I just love number stations as a concept.
Explain what number stations are. I don't know what that
explain.
is. Yeah.
Number stations were used during, probably going to get this wrong, Second World War?
Yeah, it was World War II. Yep. Yes. Steven's like, what? You know this too? Yes, I know about number stations.
World War II.
Unmanned or undermanned radio stations just broadcasting what seems like random strings of numbers, but if you have the decoder wheel, then it means something to you.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that you don't know about this, Steven, because all right, you guys, you just opened a rabbit hole. Steven's about to dive down when we're done recording.
There's been one more of those.
There was a what have we watched not that long ago, that maybe a year or two ago, that was involving a numbers station, some TV show.
I can't remember the name of the movie.
Big Brother.
And there's movies that have been made about number stations as well.
Because a lot of the number stations were never decommissioned. So they just keep putting out these numbers on repeat. And they're done in this super calm World War II, like, keep calm, carry on woman's voice. And it's just like 16, 24, 30. And it just
All the
keeps
makings of a
repeating.
horror film.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, what did I just watched an
Comedy.
episode not too long ago of Covert Affairs, which is a show from like the early, 2010s or just before that. But yeah, they had an episode that involved a number station.
Wow.
It's a thing.
I didn't know this. This is exciting.
I can hear the gears in your mind
Yeah.
clanking along.
It's exciting. I know. Everyone's going. Yeah.
If you look online about them, Stephen,
When I look online, yeah.
when you look online for them, there is a good section of the internet that are just horrible conspiracy theory people
What a
to do with
surprise.
number stations.
I don't want those. I don't want
Some
those.
very, very anti-Semitic people lurking
Right.
on the internet about number stations in particular. But there's also some very
and only
good...
that. That's the funny thing. Only the anti-Semites only focus on number stations. That's the great thing about the internet. No, sorry, you were saying. Yeah.
No, but there's also some really good communities and some really interesting like pattern solving stuff of trying to figure out like why they chose the numbers they chose.
Oh, Kat, you've been down this rabbit hole, haven't you? You've been here. You've
I'm
been
still
there.
down that rabbit hole.
Wow. I think
guys
you
are
and
weird.
yeah, we are a little bit. I think Kat and I share some rabbit hole tendencies when it comes to these things.
Yeah.
Like actors who were in Bergerac, for instance, and were in Doctor Who. BritBox does not have the rights to season 4 of Bergerac in North America, I was told, and I don't know why that is.
That's
And
weird.
Also,
Have you
BritBox
tweeted
was-
them? Because they've listened to you in the past and you've tweeted
I
at
have.
them.
This is where I got that information. I actually emailed them saying, "What the hell? Where is Bergerac season 4?"
By the way, with BritBox, for like about a day, they had Watch Live, and it just kind of existed in their app, and now it's gone. Like, it just doesn't exist. Yeah, it's not there anymore.
Weird.
That's on the Apple TV app, and it might be different on other ones.
No, it was on the Apple TV app. I think maybe it wasn't. I don't remember. Warren, I don't remember anymore.
No, you got important number station obsessions to get to.
I've moved on. Speaking of which, Big Finish, Doctor Who, The War Doctor Begins. He Who Fights Monsters, starring Jonathan Carley as the War Doctor, as young John Hurt, essentially, who I saw in Heaven's Gate, the 3 hour and 37
Not Jonathan Carley. He would have been a
epic.
zygote.
No, I saw John
if at
Hurt.
all.
Recently, he plays, of course, the young War Doctor. Those are 3 different stories coming out, all by Robert Valentine, coming out in December 2022. And then the aforementioned Ruth Madeley is in the Purity Undreamed 6th Doctor adventure set, which is out now. You can get that from Big Finish. So there we go. That is...
Oh, that's the one with Shirley Houston.
That's the
and
one with
Toby,
Shirley Houston,
apparently.
who just got her OBE in the mail signed
MBE.
by the Queen. MBE. She's an MBE. That's right. Member of the British Empire, not Order of the British Empire, but still, she got that in the mail. So Toby had to tweet that. So there you go. That, folks, is our news. That is the preamble for the special event, because now it's time to play
Trivia, Mr. Fibule. Trivia. Trivia, Mr. Fibule. Trivia.
It's a Trivial Pursuit question. I used to memorize Trivial Pursuit questions so I could win.
Trivia, Mr. Fibule. Trivia.
You know, I've got to tell you, I won't be needing you in my quiz team.
Trivia, Mr. Fibule. Trivia.
I can't believe our lives depend on some stupid pub quiz.
Yeah, it's the return of Trivia, Mr. Fibule. We used to do these with Doctor Who Trivial Pursuit.
Blech.
And then we ran out of questions between this and Verity and Random Pursuit. I think we basically answered all the questions, and some of them are iffy.
Well, I mean, it's like, what planet is the Doctor from on one end of the spectrum?
Yeah.
And then on the other end, it's like, what is the Doctor's second cousin's milkman's middle name?
Yeah.
And there's nothing in
Gladys,
between.
duh.
Yeah.
Robert.
So this edition of, and probably future editions, because I think there's a lot to be mined from this, we'll be using the official, I hold this in my hand, the official Doctor Who quiz book, written by accomplished Doctor Who author Jacqueline Rayner. This has been published in 2014. So the answers go up to the end of the Matt Smith era, but they also include the casting of Peter Capaldi.
Ah, fun.
So he's not in any episodes apart from, of course, the Day of the Doctor and stuff. But and so for this edition of the quiz, we'll be doing 10 rounds featuring questions and categories all throughout the book. Each round will have 3 questions per contestant, grouped into, according to the book, easy, medium, and hard. One question each.
Oh boy.
Each correct answer is worth 1 point, and at the end, we'll tally up the points and crown our champion. We'll go in this order, as determined by random.org.
Random.org.
Thank you. Warren, Erika, Chris, and Kat. Any questions? Splendid. Here we go. So, as I said, there are 10 different categories and such. There's like different sections of the book that has with different categories in it. So here's the first one. This is from the section Closing Credits. This category is called Initially R. So basically, the questions is, I'll give you an example here. This is not a question that I'll actually ask you. It's what are locked in an endless war with the Sontarans?
Oh, okay.
Routins.
There you go. That sort of thing. So each of you will get one of these questions. Are you ready? Here we go. Warren, the first is yours.
Okay.
What R is the founder of the Time Lords?
That would be Rassilon.
Correct. Erika.
Just to jump in, sorry, Stephen. Does anyone get a chance to steal on wrong answers?
No. Everyone gets their own question.
Factuous, that's
everyone gets their own question. No stealing or anything like that. No ghost points. Nothing like that. All right, Erika, are you ready?
Probably not.
What R is a source of power found in Cardiff?
Are these easy?
This is the easy one.
Yep.
Rift.
Correct. Chris, what R is an instrument played by the second Doctor?
Recorder.
Correct. And Kat, your easy question. What are the humans controlled by Daleks during their invasion of Earth?
I knew this was going to happen. Everybody would just rattle off answers and it would get to me and I would go,
read the question again, because like the way that you read it, like I'm not even sure what the question is.
Okay, what are...
I know the answer.
What are the humans controlled by Daleks during their invasion of Earth?
Oh, okay. You paused weirdly in the first time. I get it now.
I don't know.
Robomen.
Okay.
Yep.
I've seen that story like once.
That's all right. We move on to the second level. This is the medium question. Warren, are you ready?
I am indeed.
Okay, here we go. What R keeps the Doctor and Romana one step ahead of the Black Guardian?
The randomizer.
Correct. Erika, what R is a friendly plumber on Platform 1?
Well, at least it's not an easy... What R is a friendly plumber on Platform 1? Real good at his job.
Ruffalo or Ruffalo.
Well, sure.
That was the blue person,
the blue woman.
Right?
Yep.
I remember
Blue
that R was, or that the person was blue. That's all I remembered.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was that in relation to Mark Ruffalo?
Possibly.
Yeah, that's R for racist is what that is.
Yeah, famous for I think the station agent at the time, and not at all being the Hulk. Chris, your question is this: what R is the home planet of the Slitheen?
Raxacoricophalopatorius.
Correct. And Kat, what R is Luke, child genius who invented Atmos?
It's asking for his last name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I know what it is, and I'm worried I knew it too quickly. Radigan?
Correct. Well done. All right. Moving on. Here's the hard question as determined by Jacqueline Rayner.
Considering how few of those medium ones I knew, I think I'm in trouble.
Here we go. Warren? What R is a Dalek unit of measurement?
Rel.
Correct. Erika? What R is experimental prototype K1?
A robot.
Correct.
Wobot.
Best robot.
Chris, what are, according to the Dravins, are things that crawl and murder?
I got to think the Rills.
You got to think correct. These are the hard ones. Jeez. And Kat, what R is where pterodactyls are sent to work in the Tinclavic mines?
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just reading this story. I'm not
it's a Peter Davison story, Kat. You should know this.
I'm just asking questions.
Tinclavic mines.
This one's legitimately hard.
I know it.
Starts with an R. Give you that.
Thanks, Stephen.
Yeah.
So helpful.
LP.
Okay. Rift is the system. Raga.
Well done. Way to live that one
nice.
out. Yep.
I would have got that.
Very nice. Nope,
Yep.
I didn't know
As
that.
mentioned in The Awakening, oddly enough. All right. Well done, everyone. Everyone got points on that. Chris and Warren swept, surprisingly enough. I'm really...
Well,
yeah,
I'm
I
not
know.
going to get used to it. I'll tell you that.
I know. The second category is from episode 1, The Doctor and Co. in the book. This category, the Fifth Doctor. All these questions will be about the Fifth Doctor here. So here we go.
Oh, boy.
The first question for Warren. Who uses the Doctor's biodata extract to take on his form?
That would be Omega.
Omega, correct. Erika,
Oh, yeah.
apart from a gun, what does the Doctor use to destroy the Cyber Leader?
I don't know this era very well. I like it a lot.
Wait. We talked about it before recording, Erika.
Why are you giving her hints?
I don't even have a guess. I don't know. A sonic laser.
Adric's badge for mathematical excellence.
Oh, see, I was not thinking of
That's
that
all right.
Proper
episode.
use of it, by the way.
Spoilers when we get to that.
I was thinking of Attack of the Cybermen.
Yeah.
I was like, how did he just? I don't remember.
Chris, what instrument does the Doctor play to open the secret entrance to Baruch's lair?
The Harp of Rassilon.
The Harp of Rassilon.
Just like every trivia game, I know everybody else's questions half the time, and not my own.
And Kat.
A tune like.
Yep. What is the Doctor's last word before he regenerates?
Oh. I hate these questions.
Mm.
I mean, just in general, but especially that one.
Right.
Last word?
Last word. The Fifth Doctor. Yep. Last word.
I'll just go with Adric because it's me.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Fair. Oh, wow.
The exact last word, question mark, Adric. There you go. Look at that. All right. Second round, the medium questions. This is for Warren. What costume does the Doctor wear to the Cranley's fancy dress ball?
Oh, it's not a mime. It's Harlequin.
Harlequin, yes. He dresses up like the lead singer of 1980s Canadian rock band Harlequin.
Yes, he does.
Erika, what does the sixth Doctor describe his predecessor? How does the Sixth Doctor describe his predecessor to Perry?
I don't know.
I'm shocked that I do.
I'm not going to say beige. I don't know. Bland.
Effete.
Never would have gotten that.
No.
Even on a multiple choice.
Is that Twin Dilemma?
That's Twin Dilemma. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Which is why you didn't get it, because it's Twin Dilemma.
Sweet. So that says it all. Yeah. Anyway, why? Oh, this is for Chris. Why does the Doctor wear a stick of celery?
to detect gases in the praxis range, and if it turns purple, then he can eat it after the gases are detected.
Well done. I'll give you that. It turns purple at the presence of certain gases in the praxis range of the spectrum, to which is he allergic. That is the official one. Or if he's near a praxis typewriter, which is what Eric Sabred was when he wrote that bit.
Or the destroyed moon of Praxis for the Klingons.
I want a praxis typewriter now. That sounds awesome.
I know, right? Kat, your medium-sized question is this. Why would the Doctor not be a Time Lord anymore after helping Modron and the mutants? Why would he not be a Time Lord anymore after helping out the small beat combo Modron and the mutants?
They're my favorite ska band.
Yeah.
Was it because the disease would kill him for good?
They wanted all his remaining
They wanted all his
regenerations.
regenerations. Yeah, I can't really give that one to you. Sorry. Yeah, used up his remaining regenerations, which they explicitly say he had.
You're in the right
he
neighborhood.
Left, yeah.
Yep. Only 12. No timeless child.
Nope. Didn't happen. All right, here we go. On to the hard one for the Fifth Doctor era. Warren, you ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Why did the Daleks plan to send duplicates of the Doctor, Tegan, and Turlough to Gallifrey?
To assassinate the High Council and start the Time War.
Word for word, Warren gets it. There's no confusion in your mind. Right.
No, sir.
It even mentions the Time War in the answer?
No.
I'm just sorry. That's post facto lore
Yeah.
that's been grafted onto it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Erika, why does the Doctor refuse the prize of Enlightenment?
Oh God, I don't like that story.
Oh, really? Oh,
What?
Not really.
dare you.
I just think it's overrated. I think. Why does the Doctor refuse it? Because he knows it's a trap.
he's not ready for it. I don't think any one of us is. Yeah, something
sure.
like that. Yeah, sorry. I'm just going to quote lines from this story a bit.
You realize I haven't seen these stories mostly since 1994.
I know. And this is why you always host Random Pursuit
Yep.
and are not a contestant.
I agree with you, Erika. Enlightenment is overrated.
Yeah, well.
Well, you're both wrong. Enjoy being wrong.
Yeah, you are. Sorry.
Yeah. Even Kat, look at that. Even Kat can't play contrarian to this one, Chris. Here's your question, though, Chris. What does Tegan tell the Pterolepta leader she thinks the Doctor may be from?
What?
Yep. What
Yeah. Can
place?
you repeat that, please?
Oh, you didn't say place.
What place does Tegan tell the Pterolepta leader she thinks the Doctor may be from?
I have no sweet clue.
Guildford.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I remember that now that you say it, but
Yep.
I never would have got that.
And Kat. What does the Garm ask the Doctor to do for him? Through a felt mouth covering, but...
I don't like the Garm.
Does anyone?
I'll tell Stephen
No.
Gallagher you said that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Bo?
I don't know, end the universe.
Destroy the signal box that summons him.
Mm.
And throws it down and looks cheap and he's free. That's
Is
great.
it cheaper than the one in Time Warrior?
Yes, it was cheaper than the one in Warren. All right. Warren has Warren has got every single question right.
I have no idea how this is
I
happening.
mentioned that to undermine his confidence to perhaps.
Thank you. Well, that's good because normally I'm a
Aren't you
very
a good
confident
friend?
person, so
Yeah.
I'm sure this won't affect anything.
That's true. Warren is 6, Chris 5, Kat 3, Erika 2 right now. I feel like Erika and Kat have been given the harder questions, but
I've known a lot of other
this-
people's questions.
Yep.
Cat has been done dirty by
Yep.
this quiz, in my opinion.
That's
This
true.
is
A
not
little bit.
fair.
Well, we'll see how it evens out here in round 3, which comes from episode 2, Adventures in Time and Space. The category is Inspector Gadget.
Oh, God. All right.
Yep.
Well, watch my lead plummet thanks to this
Yep.
and
So
your
it'll
confidence
be
destroy.
about gadgets.
So here we go. So the main thrust of the question is, in which story do we first come across? And then I'll ask you which gadget it is. So here it is. Warren, in which story do we first come across the Chameleon Arch?
Oh, that is, oh, come on, I gotta remember the name, Human Nature.
Well done. Well done. Erika, in which story do we first come across the Hand of Omega?
A hand of... No, that wouldn't be the Hand of Fear. That's literally a hand of a Castrian. Revelation of the Daleks?
Remembrance of the Daleks.
I always get those mixed up. And I'm like,
That's all right. That's all right. Chris, in which story do we first come across the sonic screwdriver?
Fury from the Deep.
Fury from the Deep. And Cat.
see, I knew that one.
Cat, in which story do we first come across the Doctor's recorder? First story.
It's a Dalek story. And there's only a couple of those, so I should be able just to guess. Power of the Daleks.
Correct. Well done. Very first story. He does most of his dialogue there because he forgets it. He doesn't really. But all right. On to the medium-sized question. Here it is, Warren. In which story do we first come across the TARDIS fault locator?
Oh, God. This might be my first loss because fault locator. I don't remember what the hell era that's from, let alone. What story of fault locator? I'm going to say Pertwee, so I don't know, Inferno.
The Daleks, the second story.
Now we're close. No, we're even close.
That's all right, Warren. Don't let that undermine your confidence. You can still do this.
I don't think the quizmaster is allowed to undermine panelists. What the hell is this?
That's it's a tried and true.
Yep, absolutely.
Tradition.
Erika?
Yes.
In which story do we first come across the laser screwdriver?
I have no bleeding idea. A laser screwdriver. Terror of the Autons. I don't know.
The Sound of Drums.
Sound of Drums.
Who would have Sonic?
Who would have Sonic?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, John Sim. Chris, in which story do we first come across Nitro 9?
Dragonfire.
Dragonfire.
Other people are getting questions that you could sort of like figure out.
I didn't. I sure as hell.
Well, I mean, Nitro 9, that's specifically related to one character in Doctor Who.
Kat, in which story do we first come across the psychic paper? Psychic paper.
That's the end of the world?
Well done. The end of the world indeed. And now the hard question for each round. Warren, are you ready?
Nope, but lay it on me.
Here we go. In which story do we first come across Bessie?
See, again, I don't know this, but at least you can narrow it down to an era if you know anything about the show.
I think it's Spearhead from Space. I'm going to say the Silerians. I'm probably wrong.
You are correct, Warren.
Oh, wow. Total guess.
Because there was a car that he stole in Spearhead that was like Bessie.
Right,
He liked it so much.
He's in some Jeeps and stuff, and
So he demanded a roadster like her.
Erika, in which story do we first come across the cloister bell?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but I'm going to say Legopolis?
Correct. Chris, in which story do we first come across jelly babies?
Oh, crap. It's Troughton. I know it's Troughton. I forget. War Games.
The Three Doctors.
Oh.
3 Doctors.
Yeah.
Oh. What?
Yep.
Really?
And it's Troughton. And it's Troughton offering. Care for a jelly baby? Yep.
Huh.
How about that? And Kat, in which story do we first come across the space-time telegraph?
The what?
Space-time telegraph.
I'm not 100% sure I know what that is.
I'm 100% sure I don't.
I have extra trivia about it after this.
Oh, well.
Nerd.
Yep, absolutely.
I think it's probably like the Fourth Doctor.
Space-time telegraph.
I wish I could get points because I know it's one of 2 stories.
Yeah, I can't do that though.
Gotta flip a coin then, I guess.
I don't have a coin. Revenge of the Cybermen.
Isn't it pyramids?
Yes?
Oh,
I thought it was earlier than
Nice.
that. I thought it was way earlier.
I thought it was
Nope.
pyramids.
At the very
I might
end.
be wrong about this, but
At the
Day of the
very-
Doctor, it shows up, right?
That I'm not sure, but at the very end, it's just received a message from the Brigadier. We have to go, so let's go. And off they went to tear the Zygons.
Of course,
Oh,
of course,
right,
of course.
right.
Good,
Yes.
good answer, Kat.
Good answer.
Well
At the
played.
end of round 3, Warren has 8, Chris 7, Kat 6, Erika 3. Lots of time. The next category is we're going to go a little behind the scenes a bit here. This is under episode 3 behind the scenes of the category. One-hit wonders.
Uh-oh.
One-hit wonders. Some stories have...
Modern and the Mutants had a good one-hit wonder.
Yeah, I did. Some stories have writers... some writers have written only a single Doctor Who television story as of 2013.
Jesus.
Which story was written by? That's basically the thing. So here we go.
Oh, no.
Warren.
Yeah.
Which story? One-hit wonder. Richard Curtis.
Oh, Vincent and the Doctor.
Correct.
That was a gimme.
Erika. As of 2013. Rona Monroe.
Oh, Survival.
Correct. Of course, she came back and wrote one in the Peter Capaldi era. Chris. James Moran.
Oh, Fires of Pompeii.
Fires of Pompeii.
I want him to come back and write another one.
I know. And Kat. Robert Shearman.
Dalek.
Dalek.
I also want him to
Correct.
come back and
I
write another
know.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Actually,
Warren.
I'd like Rona Monroe to come back and write another one too.
Third one. Then she could be in the miniscope. Yes.
That's the important thing. Yeah.
Warren, back around. Here we go.
Okay.
Medium-sized question. One-off writer. Peter Ling.
Who? Yeah. I
Peter
don't know.
Ling.
The Quarks. I have no idea.
Right season. Even though it was the wrong story title, it's The Mind Robber.
Yep.
Oh, all right.
Land of
Whatever.
Fiction.
There you go. All right. Erika.
Oh boy.
Victor Pemberton.
Tomb of the Cybermen?
Fury from the Deep. He was script editor on
I was
the
going to
Tomb
say,
of the
I
Cybermen.
knew that he wrote the little bit of the Doctor talking to Victoria,
Victoria,
and so technically he wrote in another story.
That's right, he did.
I'm taking a ghost point for that.
Take your
That
vote
is some
for
good
it.
lawyering right there.
Chris. Mark Platt.
Ghostlight.
Ghostlight. And Kat. Glenn McCoy.
Time Lash.
Time Lash. Everybody's favorite. Time Lash.
I like Time
I love
Lash.
Time Lash.
Of course you do.
Time
Right. Warren, here we go. Hard question. One-off writer. Keith Temple.
Ugh. Well, get ready to lose again, because Keith Temple, I'm just going to grasp at random Hartnell stuff if it's a name I don't recognize. So, I don't know, the War Machines.
Planet of the Ood?
Planet of the Ood. Yep.
Way off. Way
Wow.
off.
Erika. Matthew Jacobs.
The TV movie?
The TV movie.
Okay. Thank goodness for that news
Yep.
news list article.
Chris. Kevin Clark.
Silver Nemesis.
Silver Nemesis. And Kat. Jeffrey Orm.
Jeffrey Orm?
Orm. O-R-M-E.
Oh, that E changes everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know where to start to guess. Other than that's a really silly last name.
Silly.
That's
why I was never asked to write another one, because the kerning on your episode title credit there was just not good. So
I have no sweet clue. School reunion.
no.
Visitation?
The Underwater Menace.
Okay.
Underwater Menace. Eric Saberworth, The Visitation. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me.
No, The Awakening. Sorry, I meant The Awakening.
Oh, yeah, it's Eric Pringle.
Yeah.
Chris has the lead right now with 10. Warren has 9. Kat has 8. Erica creeping up 5.
Oh, boy.
As we enter round 5, we go back to closing credits. This one is initially F. So, what F something, 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 something.
Oh, I have a feeling I'm going to have an F, all right.
Yep, same here.
I'll be standing by with the Sontaran swear bleep if need be. Warren, here is your question. What
Okay.
F is the rock where the Doctor meets a Rutan?
Oh, Fang Rock.
Yes, he has a horrific time there. Erica, what F is the jewel that Christopher gave to Lady Edison?
Who the hell are they?
Yeah, no kidding.
The Farfignugan jewel.
The
Nice.
Firestone. And I don't know what that question is about, so no shame in that.
I have no idea.
Wow.
Is that a Modern Who question? What's Modern
It
Who?
sounds Modern Who-ish.
Chris, let's see what yours is like. What F was the secret that the ancient tribe encountered by the first Doctor had lost?
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Fire! And Kat, what F is Helen A's pet?
Helen A's pet?
Yep, Helen A. Yep, the pet of Ellen A.
Ellen Hay? Helen A.
Helen A.
Helen A.
It's a little something-y doggy pretend thing. Well, it's all pretend. It's Doctor Who show. Fifi?
Fifi is correct.
That's my favorite Sherilyn Fenn movie, Boxing Helen A.
I kind of want to see that now.
Warren, medium-sized question, initially
All right.
F. What F became a food taster because she was hungry?
I'm just going to keep making these indescript noises. I don't know at all, so I'm just going to say Fiona because it's an F name.
That's true, it is. It's Faria.
Oh, I could not think of
Carmen
her
Monroe
name.
from Enemy of the World. Yeah.
all right.
She has a great costume.
Right, Erica, this is your question. What F are the sharp-toothed savages on Malcasario?
Malcasario.
Malcasaro.
Future Kind.
There you go. Well done.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Nice
I got it.
Nice.
This is the
Nicely
name
done.
of a Murray
Nice
Gold
one.
track. Yeah. Chris, what F do most of the work on Inter Minor?
Oh, the functionaries.
Functionaries is correct. Well done. And Kat, what F is evil from the dawn of time?
Oh, Fenric.
Fenric is correct.
Darn, I'm sorry that's been used because that was my backup guess. If I didn't have anything else, I was just going to say Fenric. But
Thank you for not blurting it out.
Yep.
All right. Here comes the hard question. Warren, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What F is a Gallifreyan insect whose life cycle was studied by Romana?
What?
Yep.
Oh, come on.
That's why it's hard.
Yeah. A fallopian. I don't know.
The Flutterwing. The Flutterwing.
Wow.
Erica, what F is a beautiful planet with sands as soft as swan's down?
F if I know.
It took us 11 rounds, but we got there.
Well, Falindria Stan.
Florana.
Okay.
I want to see Philander
I thought
Stan, though. Where is
Florida
this
had
place?
all the effervescent lakes or whatever, the bubbles.
That's another thing that also happened. Use a lot of.
I probably just ruined.
I
the
still have
question,
no
didn't I?
idea
maybe.
what that's from.
It's from a story to
Death
come.
of the Daleks.
Oh,
Death
okay.
of the Daleks, yeah.
Fun.
I know so many spoilers for Death of the Daleks, a story I haven't seen yet. I mean, why bother watching it? Chris could have an argument to that towards that. Here's your question, Chris. What F would Romana have preferred to be called by the Doctor?
Fred.
Fred.
Gosh darn it.
That's not hard at all.
How is
this
that hard?
podcast.
Yep.
Kat, what F is a canned drink found in Paradise Towers? Paradise Towers.
I mean, Fred was going to be my go-to answer for the next.
Do not drink Fred.
It's probably not Fenric.
Delicious Fenric.
Oh, it's fizz something. Fizz time, fizz aid, fizz. It's lemonade, I think. Fizz aid.
Correct.
Wow.
Well done.
I thought I invented something.
Yeah. All right. We're halfway through. Chris with 13, Warren with 10, Kat with 11, Warren with 10, and Erika with 6. So there you go, Warren. There you kicked down the mountain. There you go. Don't you feel better now, Warren? Don't you feel like you're closer to normal?
Why are you undermining me? What is
I don't know why.
I was waiting for Warren to pull out a gun here.
Yeah, well, we're doing
Why
this
would
for
I do
60
such a
years.
thing? I'm a good person, unlike Steven.
Touche.
All right. The round 6 here is back to episode 2, Adventures in Time and Space. I cross the void beyond the mind. Mm-hmm. So the reasoning of this one, the Doctor uses his TARDIS to travel through time and space, but it's not the only transport available. So this would be alternate forms of transport as seen in Doctor Who.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
I was hoping it'd all be all about the I Am the Doctor song.
I was worried it would be.
So was I.
But here we go. Warren, here's a question. Mm-hmm. What does Barusa use to bring various doctors and companions to the death zone on Gallifrey?
A time scoop.
A time scoop is correct. Erika?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, is this a typo in the book? Who uses a Dalek time ship to return to their own place and time? It said who use a doctor. Who use a Dalek time ship? Who use a Dalek time ship to return to their own place and time?
Okay, so it's
that does make
people.
sense. Yeah.
I really should know this, but this is early in the day for podcasting for me. I don't even want to take the time to guess. I am this quiz has drained the life out of me, as has the 31.3 degrees in this room.
Happy anniversary to this podcast, Erika. Thanks for joining us. No guess?
No.
Ian and Barbara.
London, 1965. Yep.
Why didn't I just say it out loud?
That's
all
right. Always say out your questions out loud. It is a podcast after all. Chris, here's a question. What does a Time Lord give to the Doctor to return him to the TARDIS after he's completed his mission on Skaro?
Time ring.
Time ring it is. Kat, who is caught up by a time storm in her bedroom that takes her to another time and place?
Ace?
Aced it. Well done.
I knew the other ones.
On to the medium-sized question. Erika leads in ghost points. Warren, here's your question. Mm-hmm. According to legend, what creatures guided the early space travelers through the asteroid belts?
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking with F's for some reason. I don't know, chronivores? I know that's wrong.
Space whales.
Star whales.
Star whales, sorry. Yep, Star whales.
Of course.
Yep.
How stupid of me.
Oh, well, good job on getting that one right, Erika. Let's see if you get this one. Your actual question. Who creates a time contour to try to escape from prehistoric Earth?
A time contour?
Time contour.
To escape from a prehistoric... it's probably the Master.
Correct.
Is that a time flight thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just... See, that one's a figure-outable one, which I appreciate.
Chris... Maxtable and Waterfield's successful time experiments use mirrors and what sort of electricity?
Static.
Static, correct. And Kat, the development of what sort of transport systems in the 21st century led to rockets being consigned to museums?
Can you repeat that?
Yes. The development of what sort of transport systems in the 21st century led to rockets being consigned to museums? We're looking for what sort of transport systems here.
I don't know. Something. Go with TMAT. It's the one I can think of.
Well, it's the only one you need. It's the right answer. So well done there.
Nicely
That was
done.
a wild guess.
Here we go. The hard question, Warren.
Oh, okay. All right.
What device, usually worn on the wrist, is used by time agents to travel through time?
Vortex manipulator.
Correct. Erika,
Uh-huh.
what connects the planet Carful to Scotland?
The Rift?
The Time Lash.
Bad taste.
Oh, okay.
Bad taste. Actually, Warren gets a ghost point for that. Yes.
A painting of John Pertwee.
Yep. Tinsel. Chris, what animals are transported to Myra by molecular dissemination along with the Doctor, Stephen, and Sarah?
What? One more time, please.
What animals are transported to Myra by molecular dissemination along with the Doctor, Stephen, and Sarah?
Well, it was the Dr. Stephen and Sarah's Dalek's master plan. I have no idea. Goldfish.
Mice. Well done.
I kind of want goldfish, though.
Yeah. Don't transport goldfish. They'll run out of water. Kat, here's your question. Last of the round. What time sensitives are forced to navigate human ships through the time winds?
Ah.
Huh?
I'm only laughing because like everything is time something, and I just never really dawned on me until this quiz.
A lot of time travel in Doctor Who. Weird that. But.
Yeah. Oh, I don't even know what story that is. Oh, wait.
Ooh.
No, I do know what story this is because I hate it.
Nice. Oh, perfect.
This is Warrior's Gate, and it's the I don't know what they're called. They're the liony people. The Throne, one of those TH with an IL endings. Threll, whatever.
Mm-hmm. You got there. You got
Yes.
there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I was cheering for you that whole time.
Barrels.
Also, because you said the power of spite compelled you. That was great.
Yep. All right. At the end of round, what is that? 6. Chris is in the lead with 15. Kat with 14. Warren 12. Erika 7.
Wow.
But that's right.
Nipping at my heels there.
Yeah. We're on to episode 4, Monsters, Villains, and Aliens. This category is called A Policy of Non-Intervention. Don't know what that means. There's no description. You'll have to figure it out as you go along. Here's the question. What sentence, this is for Warren, what sentence is the Doctor given for breaking the Time Lord law of non-interference in the affairs of other planets?
Oh, exile to Earth.
Exile to Earth, not to Main Street. That's what the Rolling Stones went.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Point of order. Exile to Earth and forced regeneration.
Just says exile
Okay,
to Earth.
whatever.
Just says exile to Earth. Yep.
Technicality, the best kind of win.
Yep. Erika,
Mm-hmm.
what is the secret known only to the Time Lords and the Sisterhood of Karn?
Well, I feel like there's probably multiple things that just they know. I mean, the Sisterhood has the sacred flame in the elixir of life.
Elixir of Life. I'll
Okay.
give you that right there. Yep. As recently reviewed on Verity.
Yep.
I don't know if that episode's even come out yet.
I think it did.
Spoilers. All right. Chris, here's your question. What planet do the Time Lords send the Doctor to deliver a box of tablets?
Sarn. No, Solon. No. Solos.
Solos. There we go.
There we go.
Thank you.
It
Why
was
is the Doctor
close.
delivering iPads? What's going on here?
Yeah, I know. Solon is from the brain of Morbius, oddly enough.
It is. That's why I brain of Morbius on
right?
the brain.
Yeah. Kat, what did Rassilon forbid the use of when he sealed off the death zone?
Other than the death zone, if he's sealing it off.
E-cigarette.
What did he forbid? The game of Rassilon?
The time scoop.
That's the second time that's come up.
I know. Sensing it's set. I know it's just randomly drawn. All right, Warren.
Yes.
Second question. What entertainment device was banned by the Time Lords with all examples called in and destroyed?
That would be the miniscope.
TikTok. No, it is miniscope. Yes.
Should be TikTok, though.
Yeah. Erica, who broke into the Matrix to steal its information working from a base on Earth?
Broke into the Matrix from a base on Earth?
Yep.
Why does that not even ring a bell? Omega.
The Andromeda Sleepers.
Oh.
I don't like that. I mean, yeah, it's Earth, but it's Ravolox in the story.
I know, but it's eventually Earth, so.
I don't like that question.
Oh, well.
Thankfully, Erika got it.
Hopefully you'll get a question you also like then, Chris. Here it is. Whose discovery means the course of natural evolution throughout the universe will be affected, leading to the Time Lords having him killed, or so the Doctor is told? Whose discovery?
Can you repeat that in full?
Whose discovery means the course of natural evolution throughout the universe will be affected, leading to the Time Lords having him killed, or so the Doctor is told.
Whose discovery? I can't even place the story of the era. Pass.
Young Crozier. He need never die, but of course he does. And now
I still don't know what that is.
I know.
Yeah,
that's a horrible question as well.
Also, yeah, I'm in Chris's defense. That question, it mind warps.
Kat, your question is this. What does Barusa think will throw the Time Lords back to the Darkest Age if it's used?
One, I could do without all these Gallifreyan questions because I don't care. I don't know, the resonating crystals.
The DMAT gun. The DMAT gun.
Bah,
Warren?
She said time scoop.
Yes.
That's the standard. Warren, over to you for your hard question.
All right. Okay.
What prison ship do the Time Lords create to hold Dalek prisoners during the Time War?
Oh, damn it. I know this and I don't know this. Prison ship during the Time War. Damn it. The Flying Dutchman. I don't have it.
The Genesis Arc.
Genesis Arc?
Yeah.
Right. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Where Daleks were punished by listening to early albums of the Peter Gabriel era of Genesis.
That's not a punishment, sir. Thoughts be damned.
Oh, Erika, who thought of the Time Lords as gods before warring among themselves and destroying their own planet?
Oh my God, what the heck were they called? My brain is literally cooking in my skull right now.
Brimming with ideas, no doubt.
No, it's like like a frog slowly boiling.
That means your brain won't jump out of your head, at least.
I suppose that's a good thing. Let's look at the bright side. I cannot remember what they are called. I want to call them the P7 ears, but that's not their name. The Minertians.
Minions.
The minions
Silly
of
helmet
Minyas.
men.
You got the right story.
I know.
Yeah. That's why this is the hard section. Chris, here's your question.
I knew Erika's answer.
I know. Well, too bad. You got to answer this one. What did Modron and his colleagues steal from Gallifrey to try to turn themselves into Time Lords?
I don't even remember. Pass.
The Genesis Arc.
A metamorphic symbiosis regenerator. You
one of those.
idiot. Come on.
Rolls off the tongue.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Slap my head, why don't I?
Kat, to round out the round, what did Omega create as the ultimate defense for Gallifrey?
I thought I said no more Gallifreyans, Stephen, and you just keep...
As you can tell, these are all Gallifreyan crimes.
Time scoop, because I don't know the answer. Time scoop.
No, Validium.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
What?
I thought it was the moment.
Nope, it's Validium.
All right.
So
You say
there.
so.
Isn't Validium's from Silver Nemesis, isn't it?
I know it's, well, if it is, it's also mentioned probably in Arc of Infinity, I'll wager. So.
Well, boo, the moment
Yeah.
supersedes
Oh.
it, because it is the ultimate
Validium-
weapon.
Well, what's the statue? What's the Nemesis statue made of then?
What is that called?
Isn't that another V word then?
Could be, but that might get us a censor tag, so we won't do that. On to round 8. Unit Good Guys is this category, which of course focuses on Unit.
Oh boy.
Hopefully not Gallifrey.
Oh.
Warren, here's your question.
All right.
Which technical fellow, that's in quotes, which technical fellow works on a machine to get through the heat barrier around Devil's End?
I have no idea. This is the easy one? Okay.
It's the easy one.
If it's scientific advisor Doctor Who, that's the only thing I can think of.
You're thinking of Doctor Who?
I'm thinking of the Doctor, the third Doctor, John Pertwee, yes.
It's Sergeant Osgood.
Oh, well, that's just rolls off the tongue.
Played
too.
by Alec Lindstedt, yep. Possibly the ancestor of Osgood and Doctor. Who knows? Who knows? Erika, here's your question. Which scientific advisor does the Doctor call his new best friend?
Huh. I'll just say Liz Shaw.
Dr. Malcolm Taylor, the annoying character from Planet of the
Beloved
Dead.
Malcolm Taylor.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Planet of the Dead. You probably only watched it once.
Yep.
Probably one too many.
For good reason.
Chris, here's your question. Which officer is killed by a Silerian after saving the Brigadier's life?
Hawkins?
Hawk, well done. Yeah.
Wow.
Paul Darrow, yeah.
Paul Darrow. Yeah.
And Kat, who is Isabel Watkins' dolly soldier?
I'm glad this isn't a Gallifreyan.
Right?
Isabel Watkins, dolly soldier.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Jamie.
Captain Jimmy Turner. Good old
Couldn't
Jimmy.
think of his name.
That's
From the
Web of
invasion.
Fear, isn't it?
Yeah.
Invasion.
Are
Oh, is
the
it
hard ones
Jamie?
just going to be
Oh, right.
somebody punching us in the face? Cause
Oh, I know. That was the easy level. That's the
that's what I'm
I know.
saying. By the time we
Unit
get to
is
hard, I may
tricky.
be clinically dead. Like,
Well, here we go. Let's give it a shot, Warren. This is the medium one.
right.
Which officer reports the discovery of the newly regenerated third Doctor unconscious beside the TARDIS?
I'm going to say Benton because it's one of two.
It's Captain Monroe.
Yeah, this is
Of
like
course.
Squatties. This is Squatties,
Beloved
the
Captain
category.
Monroe, my
Yep.
personal favorite. Yeah.
Benton's not in there. yet.
Mother
not
or
in there.
father of Rona Monroe, presumably.
Yep. Erika, no, I did that one already. Which sergeant serves under both Brigadiers Lethbridge Stewart and Bambera?
Benton.
Zabregniev. Everyone's going to use Benton as the default
nice.
answer.
Yep.
Oh, and I'm hoping I get the one other thing I know.
Well, let's find out. Here we go. Who from the scientific supplies section is a Dolly Scotsman, according to Joe? Yeah.
Go Joe.
That's not the one I wanted.
Nope.
Who from the scientific supply section is a Dolly Scotsman?
According to Joe. Yeah.
According to Joe. When the hell did Joe meet anyone Scottish? No, I don't know.
You're a Dolly Scotsman, Mr. Campbell. That's what she says over the phone in Terror of the Autons.
Sure.
Wasn't going to happen.
And Kat, which unfortunate soldier is turned into compost by Harrison Chase?
Captain Soylent.
Soylent Green.
Compost.
Private
Questions
compost.
are ridiculous. I'm just proud of the fact that I know that he tried to do it to Sarah. I don't know.
Colonel Mulch.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Sergeant Henderson.
Sure.
Henderson. So I'll be there.
These all might as well just be hard.
Well,
yeah.
That's what you say.
Can I just pre-pass on this next one?
Maybe the hard will just be super easy.
Maybe you'll just know it. That's the thing about Doctor Who trivia. Sometimes you just zero in on the one thing you know. You never know, Warren. You never know when you answer this question.
All Benton.
Yep. Which officer kills Commander Score and is kissed by unit captain? Yeah.
Mike Yates.
Colonel Mace.
Who the hell is that?
What story is that?
Probably from Sontaran Stratagem, I'll wager. Commander Score. Erika, who sends the Gallifrey Falls painting to the Black Archives at the Doctor's request?
I do not know the names of those people. So I'm just going to say Kate Lethbridge Stewart.
McGillip.
Sure.
Oh, right.
I can picture him in the scene. But
same here.
What a tough round.
No idea of his name.
Chris, here we go. Which soldier gives Bach 5 rounds rapid?
That's what I wanted. Jenkins.
Chris gets it. And Kat, which warrior maid is killed by Morgaine?
Can you repeat that, please?
Which warrior maid is killed by Morgaine?
Warrior maid. Yeah, I have no idea.
It's Flight Lieutenant Lavelle.
Sure.
Lavelle in Battlefield.
The helicopter pilot.
Yeah.
Apologies to their widow.
Chris has 19 right now.
She was a she.
Yeah.
You never know.
Chris has 19. Kat and Warren tied with 14. Erika with 8. So you probably can't win this one. No offense.
You don't say.
But whatever. We're having fun. This is around from episode 3 behind the scenes, especially for Warren. It's ratings war. It's all about viewing figures.
Well, I've lost this. I'll see you at the bottom, Erika.
Here we go. Warren, your question is this. Which Doctor has the highest viewing figures for his final episode?
Oh. Probably not the 4th. I'm going to say Tennant. I'm probably wrong, but I'm going to say Tennant.
You're correct.
It's gotta be Tennant.
You're correct.
Yeah, it's got to be Tennant.
Yep. Erika?
With that wonderful end of time story we all adore.
I never said it was good, but I'm sure there are a lot of eyeballs on it. So,
Erika's question, which Doctor has the highest viewing figures for his first full episode?
First full episode.
As opposed to first abbreviated episode?
I think it probably means so, like it's not, like episode 1 of a story or that sort of thing.
So it must be classic too. Okay.
I'll say well, it might
they're working both in.
Yeah, I'm actually going to say Christopher Eccleston. No?
4th Doctor.
Okay.
4th Doctor.
That's a hell of a good guess, though.
I was thinking because I knew his ratings went up in like his second story, so I'm surprised that it was even higher.
And there's a hype train in the newer ones.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Not as big of a hype train as having 3 channels and nothing else to do.
No, I suppose it's true.
Chris, here's your question. What was the first episode from 2005 onwards to have viewing figures over 10 million?
Voyage of the Damned?
Rose.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
That early.
Got 11
early.
million.
Okay.
Got 11 million that first night.
Yeah.
And still wasn't enough to top Robot. How about that? And Kat, here's your question. Which episode is not only the highest rated Doctor Who Christmas special, but also has the highest viewing figures for any episode from 2005 onwards?
There we go.
Horrible timing for that question.
Voyage of the Damned?
You're correct. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You are correct. All right.
The
Warren.
What did it hit? What did it hit? 14?
About that. Something close to, 13.2. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Warren, are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, but sure. Go for it.
All right. Which episode has the highest viewing figures for all of Doctor Who?
Ark in Space?
City of Death, Part 4. Ark
in Space did very well, though, didn't it?
Yeah. I did. Yeah, episode 2 did pretty well. But episode 2 of Ark in Space was the highest charting episode of Classic Who ever. Hit number 5. Let's hope that isn't an answer. Because I'm just rattling them off. Here we go. Erika, which story has the lowest average viewing figures for all of Doctor Who?
Up to 2014.
Up to at the end of 2013. Average. Lowest average viewing figures for all of Doctor Who.
Oh, I was going to say something classic, but then I remembered, 3 channels. That's not... Fair?
Battlefield.
Oh, I think I knew that. Yeah.
Pretty bad. Chris, here's yours. Here we go. Put these multiple Doctor stories in order of average viewing figures from highest to lowest.
Come on.
There's
me.
There's
Pass.
4 of them. There's 4
Pass.
of them.
Don't care.
You sure?
What are they?
The 3 Doctors, the 5 Doctors, the 2 Doctors, and the Day of the Doctor.
Okay, they want them in order of highest to lowest?
Yep, highest to lowest.
Day of the Doctor, 3 Doctors, 5 Doctors, 2 Doctors.
Say it again, sorry.
Day 3, 5, 2.
Correct.
Nice.
You wanted to pass. And Kat.
Dumb question.
It is a dumb question.
Kat, which Christmas special from 2005 onwards has the lowest viewing figures?
All of them.
Again,
in my
up
mind.
to 2013.
All of them. Let's go with Christmas Carol.
The Runaway Bride.
Oh, wow. Really?
Really?
That's surprising.
Yeah.
I would have said it was Dr. Witch Wardrobe.
I knew the next Doctor was massive.
I don't even think of The Runaway Bride as a Christmas special.
Mm-hmm. No.
Huh.
Well,
I'm surprised by that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it would be a big deal. Oh.
All right. Here we go. Warren, last question of this round.
Oh, okay.
Which was the first episode from 2005 onwards to fall outside the top 20? Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I feel for you, Warren.
I'm going to say Fear Her. I don't know, but I'm just going to say that.
The Empty Child.
What?
Yeah.
Come on.
Erika.
Stupid viewers.
What was the first story to have over 10 million viewers for each of its episodes?
Oh.
Yeah.
City of Death?
Dalek Invasion of Earth.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. We're all learning here today. This is what's fun about
that's
this.
6 episodes, too.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to be immediately forgetting, too, by the way.
Chris, apart from the first ever episode, which was the first episode to fall outside the BBC's weekly top 100 most watched programs?
Okay, one more time, please.
Outside of the first episode, like Unearth the Child, because, Kennedy and all that, which was the first episode to fall outside the BBC's weekly top 100 most watched programs?
Just to piss you off, Gunfighters, episode 1.
You're close. The Ark, episode 1.
Oh.
That's close, okay.
And Kat, rounding out the round, which was the first episode to get over 10 million viewers? The actual episode we're talking about here.
Didn't Erika just have that?
Nope.
Oh.
Oh, I feel like I know this. I remember reading it and thinking, I don't care. Why am I reading this?
Mm-hmm.
It's the story. The Daleks. The Daleks.
Which episode? We need an episode from it.
First one.
6th one.
Oh,
there we go. We got some stats in there, and you all sucked at it.
Does
So,
it say Daleks episode 6, or does it have the actual individual
Daleks
title?
episode 6, titled The Ordeal. So there you go.
well, that title is accurate.
Yep. And rounding out, another initially. You can tell that the initially are R and F, and this one is S for Radio Free Skaro. Here we go. Warren, your question. What S is a politician who looks like the second Doctor?
Oh, Salamander.
Salamander. Erika.
I get it now. RFI.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
What
Not
S,
random at all.
What S do the Doctor and Donna claim their surname to be when they visit Pompeii?
Smith.
Spartacus.
Oh, okay.
Chris, what S is the traitor who hijacks the Silerian Ark?
Solomon?
Solomon's correct. I had forgotten about that one. And Kat, what S is a planetoid-dwelling servant of the Black Guardian?
Planetoid-dwelling servant of the Black Guardian.
Mm-hmm.
S. Oh, I have no idea. Snake Man.
I want to see that episode.
Well, we already did with what's his name in that Capaldi episode.
It's the Shadow.
I love the Shadow. That's how I knew.
Shadow.
The only reason I knew that because I have irrational Watto-like love for the Shadow.
Well, let's see what we got here, Warren. Let's see if you can answer this one.
Probably not.
How do you feel about Shadow from UFO, though?
I don't think I've ever seen any
No, I
UFO.
don't know what it means now.
Oh, missing out.
Probably.
Warren, what S guards the state strong room on Rebus?
Oh.
There's an Erika question.
Wow. Yeah,
Yep.
that's it's
Ghost point for me.
a Stanley power tool. I have no idea.
The Shriven Zal.
You are
Oh,
correct.
yeah. Well, you see, I don't care about Rebus Operation, which I know is a criminal thing to say on this particular podcast, but oh well.
All right.
I forgive you.
Erica, here's yours.
Oh, no. Can I have Shriven Zal, please?
No, sorry. What S is the Muto who helps Sarah Jane on Skaro?
Sarah Jane on Skaro. Muto. That's probably Genesis of the Daleks, which means I have no freaking clue. So I'm going to say Superman.
Severin. Severin.
Gnomes are our enemy.
Yep. Why? Why must we destroy beauty?
I love it.
Chris, what S is the gorilla who is paradoxically guilty of causing the Dalek conquest he is trying to prevent?
I don't remember the name. Sugar Daddy.
I really hope that's true.
Yeah, it's Shura.
Sure, it is.
Yeah.
Sugar Daddy.
And Kat, what S are the green-skinned natives of Delta Magna?
Oh,
I like this scoff. Like I should know this.
Suspect. That's what this question is. Suspect.
I don't know. I'm sticking with Snake Man. It's bound to be the right answer at some point.
Well, it's probably
Swampy.
probably less racially insensitive than Swampies.
Yeah, is that what they call
Problematic title of the
themselves?
Swampies.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to watch that again and see what they call themselves. All right. Last round of this whole game, everyone. Warren, here's your question.
Okay.
What S did the monk help the ancient Britons to build?
Stonehenge?
Stonehenge is correct.
That's
Well
total
done.
guess.
Wow.
Good guess.
Good work.
Erica,
Good guess.
what S is the sort of medicine practiced by the Thal Terran?
Sedatives.
Space medicine.
Space medicine. Good old
Thanks,
space
Terry
medicine.
Nation.
Chris, what S is the paradigm the Krillitanes want solved?
Scasis.
I wouldn't have got that.
He says depressing that he knows the answer to that. And
Hey,
Kat,
how many times have we all watched School
I
Reunion?
know.
Right?
And Kat, last question of the whole game. What S is the rocket Voris plans to use to destroy the Cybermen?
I hate rockets.
Too many rockets, too much
Yeah.
Gallifrey.
Yeah. I mean, it's no badge, so really. So really, what are you gonna do? S.
I really hope you say Snake Man again.
Me too.
That's not really a. Okay, I have honestly no idea. So it's gonna sound like a rocket. So Snake Man 2. Just happening.
Close.
That's awesome. Surely that's worth the point.
My strike, Sky Striker, my glory. I would have also accepted Saturn V, given that stock footage was used to determine
with USA plastered on it.
Which is also an S.
Yeah. At the end of all this, our first time at doing this, well done, everyone. Erika got 8. Sorry.
That's another S.
It's another S. Kat with 15. Warren with 17. But Chris, you are our champion with 22. Well done. Congratulations to all of you.
Good job.
Well done.
I was thinking maybe I should keep track of all of the things that I knew and just, how many ghost points I got. And I really wish I would have, because I'd feel better about myself right now.
You know what? Not knowing enough, but not knowing it all makes me feel great about myself.
That's true.
Exactly. Well, thank you all for playing Trivia, Mr. Fibule.
I've got to tell you, I won't be needing you in my quiz team.
Trivia, Mr. Fibule. Trivia.
That's it. That's our anniversary episode, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed it. We sweated bullets for you in this warm Alberta summer. Warren, why didn't we start this podcast back in April of 2006 like we originally intended?
Know.
And then we
were lazy?
I know. We were very
Doctor
lazy.
Whoists.
Yep. Next week, I think we're doing some commentaries. I think it's our commentary for the Trial of the Time Lord Part 13 and Part 14. Robert Holmes' last contribution to Doctor Who. That's what comes next week. So, Erika, Kat, thank you very much for joining us for this special for getting up early for this special
I did.
episode.
I had to set an alarm to get up for a podcast. That is a thing that I generally avoid doing.
Yeah. Thank you anyway. All right, folks, that's it. Until next time, I am Stephen in Edmonton.
Warren in Vancouver.
Chris in Edmonton.
Kat in Edmonton.
And Erika in Edmonton.
So long for now.
You've been listening to Radio Free Skaro. Find us online at radiofreeskaro.com. Follow us on Twitter and Tumblr at Radio Free Skaro. Subscribe to us on iTunes and donate to the show at patreon.com/Radio Free Skaro. Thank you.